Let's do it.
Alright, we're back with a new episode of the D20 Brigade. 4 of us are here, 1 of us is missing because of work and family issues, so we'll go with what we have. Basically, last time we recorded, we just got to Solinar, welcomed us through the gates, and Meridia was a little bit sort of hidden by a veil made out of a snake.
I also had a disguise on, remember?
This is true.
It just covered my bottom.
Yeah. As you walk through the gates of the city that are made out of wood, you come to find surprise that the city itself is different from Solinar, where you've been before. Instead of a city that's made into the trees and everything else, you start to see stone structures, and you see a city that's very unlike the elves in any way. People start bustling about, and are bustling about and moving around. You see people doing jobs, and you see smiths and woodworkers that are actually on the streets themselves, just doing work right there. You see a city that looks, in some ways, more human.
Play Disney music.
What?
Cue Disney music.
No. I'm not that. I'm not that able here. The party walks forward a little bit, and there are guards that are also milling about as well. Dandelion looks at everyone, and goes, "Okay, do we know where to go?"
Forward.
Well, is there anything anybody needs?
A life?
We're talking about in the game.
A life.
Extra lives might be helpful. You know.
In this group, it's very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost our tank. Again.
Don't remind me.
What is that? Oh, I know what that is.
As you walk forward, you start to see a very tall tower on the other edge of the city.
Ooh, is that what I think it is? Is it a mage tower?
No.
Ah.
No. Out of game, no, it's not a mage tower.
Tall erecting buildings does not necessarily mean a mage.
In my mind, it does.
It's brown and has a top looks like it's made out of Eastern Michigan University's campus. Felix at it goes, "Ooh, it's the big brick dick."
It's funny because I went there and I know what that is.
Yes. No, none of that actually happens.
And I'm still derping.
No.
And I'm derping. And I'm not derping no more.
You stopped derping, like, as soon as you started going, I'm derping.
Yeah, you just kept running with it. It was I'm like, no, you didn't. Yes, yeah, okay. So the guards keep going about. You see more people sort of strolling about to the city, doing what they need. Dandelion stops and asks stops one of the guards. "Listen, we need to find the High Councilman who's here." And he's searching for the name in his head. Malern. We need to find High Councilman Malern. And the guard replies, "That tower down there."
The brick dick?
But the guard hears you. "I will not tolerate your crudeness here, but yes, the gigantic tower."
That was supposed to be out of character.
Don't care.
He was sick of your out of character shit.
You know what that is?
I know exactly what that is. But
there.
No, that's Sean's job.
Go on. Just continue.
There you go. I should have. Anyway, if you follow this path into the main road of the city, just go down there. and you will run into the Councilman's Tower, which is also a lighthouse for our ships. And he kind of looks a little bit happy at that one. My father helped build it. But down the road, straight to the tower, just keep going. You see various other side streets that appear. As we walk forward, we see the city open up and sits on the side of a massive cliff face. And the stone buildings go down and down all the way to the shoreline.
Are there any reactions to us just walking through town with a couple of bears?
At the current moment, no, up until we get to the actual, up until this railing. When someone comes to us, hey, I see no guard has stopped you yet, and it's not illegal, but if you don't want to be all, you look a little suspicious. Just going to say out loud. We got some animal wranglers here. We can take care of them if you want. No, and then he looks at the bear. No charge.
It's there.
And kind of backs away. So you see a small group of people come and sort of wrangle the bears up, and the bears quietly go with these guys.
Hey,
because...
no one agreed.
Huh?
I said, hey, no one agreed. They're just taking the bears, and no one agreed. Oh.
She's like, hey, I get 2 bears. She doesn't want to attract any more attention. She doesn't want to attract any more attention.
She already is herself.
Oh, that's right, because she's damn.
She's got a snake around her tusk, and it looks kind of funny. Like, just imagining it looks like kind of funny.
It's just like a normal veil.
A scaly veil?
Sorry?
A scaly veil?
Yeah. It's not unheard of.
It's the first time I've heard of it, so it's been unheard of to me for my life.
I came up your shelter.
You're a sheltered elf.
No, I told him that earlier today, and now he's using it against me because he has the power to be an asshole now. But continue, Dick.
I wield this power wonderfully.
I'm pretty sure every male has the power to be a dick. I mean, they do have one.
Yeah, but not all of them know how to use it.
That's true.
I'm not saying any names,
as
but...
a testament to my skill.
Not talking about you.
Hey! That's where the conversation went. I'm gonna run with it.
I feel sorry for the people who actually watch these videos.
I wonder who actually takes the time to watch our videos and think our content is funny.
We think it's funny.
That's all that matters to me. So as you're walking forward, and you reach this railing, the 2 bears get walked away. And as the city is now opened up and we see the whole cliff face, we have to go down about 4 sets of stairs to get to where this tower is actually at, the entrance.
That's a really big tower.
Oh yeah, it's a very big tower.
Man, I'll make a fat person skinny.
I don't know if I found that funny, but I found that really funny.
You're just having penis envy looking at the tower.
Sorry.
Maybe.
Here's the thing. As long as I've got a V, I can have as many penises as I want.
Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that one out.
What?
She's honest.
That's true. Well, anyway. Danthelaine starts to walk forward. As going down one of the sets of stairs, there's a set of kids playing with a kicking around a ball. And he starts going down the first set of stairs and looping around to do the second one. I do not want to know why Tiffany's grinning like that.
Because I just pictured this, like, elf coming up and snatching this ball from these kids for no fucking reason.
Yes.
These are mine.
Just me, a couple kids are playing with balls at the base of a tower that looks like a dick.
Oh, that's funny too. That's not where I went, but I just pictured like this big
Lillian,
elf.
as you walk forward, as you go down the stairs themselves, you look at the ball and you slightly flick your finger, and the ball flies away.
I'm an asshole.
You're like the second biggest asshole. No, the third biggest asshole I know.
No, but to make it worse, I point over to Fea and I'm like get on her.
So as we go to this, as we get to start approaching the tower, and we realize how immense this thing actually is. Again, stop with the penis envy.
Envy.
Continue before I die of laughter over here.
With her 2 chuckles she did, talking about dying of laughter.
We're met by an elf who's holding us a book, and he looks at all of us and says, "There's no appointments today. What can I help you with?"
Ugh.
That was too well timed.
I felt touching I felt something touching my face. And I didn't know what it was.
In the tower?
Sorry?
Who are we meeting in the tower?
It was an elf who's holding a book. We don't know his name. We're meeting Councilman Malern. We're supposed to be meeting with him. Yes.
Lillian steps forward. Is Councilman Malern in?
Are you? I have no appointments on record. You only see the councilman by appointment.
Well, we're making an appointment now.
This is an emergency.
Well, if it's an emergency, you can send a raven. But I'm sure the councilman will be a little bit too busy today to actually go in there. However,
ravens aren't safe. She cuts him off.
I don't understand what you mean. And if you're going to be, if you're going to imply that you're going to bring some kind of element into the city, you can very well leave now. However, if you wish to make an appointment, tomorrow is very open.
Today looks very open.
Huh?
Let us make an appointment then.
No, today.
No, we need to speak to him right now.
Unfortunately, right now is not going to happen.
Why?
Because the councilman is busy.
With what?
Twiddling his thumbs?
He closes the book. With that attitude in the city, you're never going to see the councilman unless I say so. So now here's the whole deal. You're not going to see the councilman today. I have an opening for tomorrow at first light. If you wish to see him then, that is the first time you're going to get. If you keep giving me attitude, you're going to never see him at all.
Fine.
Mariah's losing her shit.
I have a comment. I have an out of character comment, but I'm not going to say it.
He'll use it in character.
What did you say, Simona?
Ignore these two. Please, make us an appointment.
Okay. First light in the morning. He will hopefully be willing to see. It is at his, of course, his discretion. I cannot promise I'm going to give him a good word about you. At least the two of you.
Sorry about that. Thank you. We will return tomorrow. I drag these two away.
I kind of whisper to my sister, I'm just like, I can't take any man seriously who stands before a building like that.
I don't like him.
Neither do I. He's got something up his butt.
Okay, out of character. Can you hint if this is going to be a bad idea or a great idea? I have disguised self. Can I walk in there looking like the councilman to make a meeting, or would you recommend that we wait till tomorrow?
Do you know what the councilman looks like?
Yeah, that's do you know what the councilman looks like?
I don't know. Do I?
I'm not trying to be an ass, but don't you have to know what the being that you're trying to disguise yourself as? Don't you know
I
have to
could
know?
look important. I don't have to per se look like the councilman. I can just look important.
But do you know what's important in the Elven lands as you've been gone for 10 years?
I can go find a book.
Because that tree that you were last time looked pretty important.
Okay. Now it's definitely a bad idea to disguise self.
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
I don't want to wait. Okay.
Dantley turns it. We're gonna have to. That's the whole thing. We have no other choice. And doing a verbal sparring match with that guy wasn't exactly gonna help us.
I'm dragging them.
Well, he was a prick.
He was doing his job.
He was still a prick.
Still doing his job.
Mumbles some choice words under her breath.
As we're walking away from the tower, we suddenly hear a whispering right underneath us.
It's not creepy.
I look down. I'm not even gonna make a sexual joke with that.
Yeah, look, can we see? Like, do we have to do a spot check?
No, because all of a sudden you see a little boy pop underneath the bridge.
That would have been a bad place to do.
Huh?
Did I throw his ball?
No, you didn't throw his ball.
Okay.
He looks at you and he says, "Hey, you're trying to see the councilman, right?"
Leon nods slowly. Yes.
Listen, my father's busy dealing with some kind of threat outside the city. I stole this from the guards, from the tower. I've been trying to, because he's never home. He's been dealing with this for 3 weeks now. And as she hands you, as the boy hands you this, you see a map of the road that we left the day before.
Oh dear.
It's about us.
And then you see a X marked on the map. Simona, you recognize this as the location of the camp that you scouted prior.
I curse.
What? William looks at I forgot the character's name, but I look at you. Emeridia.
That's where the orcs were.
Yeah, they've been stealing people from the city and making them do God knows what over there.
We didn't see any prisoners.
Yeah, we didn't see any prisoners.
Yeah, didn't see anything.
Actually, never mind.
We didn't.
The elves have been disappearing for weeks now. My father's being pressured by the other councilmen to get a grip on things over here. I'm sure that if you were to take out the orcs and bring back their war chief alive as a prisoner, he'd be more willing to see you.
She looks at her group like, yeah.
I facepalm. Because I know they're
We
gonna
have to save the elves. They're our people.
Not my people.
There are people you're trying to fit in. I bet you'll... She stops talking after she realizes she just did a slip of the tongue.
The boy looks at you quizzically. Fit in? What?
She has a weird birth defect. You don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Really?
Don't stare too long. She gets she gets upset if someone stares too long.
He looks a little bit afraid, but at the same time curious. You just told an 8-year-old boy he doesn't want to see something.
I know, and I said it was a weird birth defect, and I was more intrigued.
Right.
I'm just shaking my head and glaring at...
She was angry. She forgot. Hey, you're the one who said they're not your people. You slipped your tongue first.
I said I'm not from this town.
Oh, thought she said not my people.
Yeah. Your people are your town.
This is true.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Anyway, he says, if you want to wait till morning, you can, but at the same time, he's been blowing off a lot of appointments over recently, trying to rally forces not to take the camp down. But you guys, and he looks around at all of us and sees that we're very heavily armored and weaponized.
Does he notice the snake? That's something a little boy would love.
We'd be heroes.
No, he does not notice the snake.
I look at you three, and I'm just like, we should probably get our bears and go if this is what's happening, and we will have a greater chance of seeing him than we would in the morning.
Yeah, we don't have a choice at this point.
Fine.
We take the chance of getting blown off tomorrow, or we take the chance of getting seen today. And to shut that little prick up. Oh. Children.
I look at her and say, "Children."
She covers her mouth and blushes. Oops.
But which prick is she talking about? The dude with the book or the kid? Because the kid's being helpful.
No, the dude with the book. The one who was cursing at earlier.
But at the same time, it's like...
I kind of rush over and pat the child on the ears. I'm just like, you didn't hear any of that.
And he's like, okay, I gotta get back. Bye, guys. And he just pops back underneath the bridge.
I want to give that kid a hug. He's lonely. His daddy left him. I want to hug him.
Well, he's got a mom.
under that bridge.
Oh, well, he has a mom then. I don't feel so bad anymore.
Ground counselor's kid under a bridge.
Well, that's he's an 8-year-old kid who's lived in that tower.
Yeah, I just picture him as playing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I give Amaridia a hard look.
I just push her forward. Come on, guys.
Let's go. Let's go get our bears and go.
I'm 6.5 feet tall. I'm like 2 feet taller than all you.
Still pushing you forward.
I help my sister push you.
I move like
I look at you all. Look, stop goofing around.
I shake my head no.
And Meridia can move under her own steam.
I don't think she's going. Glares at her.
I'll go. I'm just not happy about it.
Of course you're not happy about it.
Well, I mean, we have to really think logically about this. I don't want to take the chance of waiting here at night and not getting met in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll have some.
We all understand the state.
That I'm more likely to be exposed in battle.
But they won't be there in battle. And whoever we bring back will be grateful enough.
You never know. So
we can take the chance of leaving Amaridia here, but is that a chance we're all willing to take? Or Amaridia could stay hidden in the bushes.
And we'll just do all the hard work.
You could do volleying fire onto the camp itself. Or I look at her. Wait a minute. What did you see last time?
I'm sure if it was important, she would tell us. Lillian looks at Dandelion like, duh.
Right. Yep. If anything related to our cause, I would tell you this.
Or
that
related
includes our people.
Your cause.
Oh, come on, guys. This is not the time to start not trusting our group.
Yes. No. Come on. See. Any advantage we have could be important.
I'm more than positive that Amaridia would have told us if she saw somebody in help, especially our people.
Yeah, especially our people.
I say, all right, when we get to the camp, we'll scout it out first. So as we walk forward, and we walk back out of the city, stopping at the one point to get our bears. I was in the middle of saying that.
That should have been the first thing you said, Steven.
Yes. The bears are important.
So, yeah.
We love our bears.
Don't get a girl upset.
Ryan's derping.
Oh, that's her normal that's her normal mode. So I'm fine with that.
You're an asshole.
I already know this.
You need to go stick something up your asshole.
I'd rather not. It's an exit only.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I've heard.
That's why we put so many things up our butts.
Wow, I walked back at the really wrong time.
Well, there's like thermometers that go up your butt. There's pills. There's all sorts of things that they put up your butt.
Can't say I've had anything put up my butt.
Why are we on this conversation?
And you probably got a probe up your butt.
Anyway.
Marcus, bro, you were frozen like.
I was proving a point with my sassy face after the alien probe.
I mean, let's forget the fact that we walk in and Tiffany's first thing is, I can't say I haven't had anything up my butt.
No, because she's like, you get pills put up your butt, you get this put up your butt, this put up your butt, and I'm like, can't say I've had anything put up my butt, guys.
Anyway, on this conversation.
You're the one who said that it's an exit, not an entrance, and that just prompted me.
You kind of unraveled it all. Not started it, but you unraveled it.
I did nothing. Anyway. Anyway.
ADD group focus.
What?
Focus.
As we walk out of the city and back to where we first made camp, we hear the sounds of orcs once again getting louder. And coming upon that part, the part of the path where we first saw the orcs cross, we can hear the sounds of laughing and fighting going on. Dantling goes to take a look inside before waving us all in. Coming inside of it, walks into a bush and waves us all in. Take a look real quick.
That's a big bush.
It's a wall. It's a wall of bushes and trees. Come on. I mean,
Wall of bushes and trees. You just said bush. As in one singular.
and as you walk in, as you go into, as all go into the bushes, you see this in front of you.
I see nothing because I'm not on roll 20. Hold on. Now I see roll 20. Holy shit.
3, 6.
This is a bad idea, guys.
9.
You might want to read a little more carefully.
Hold on. I'm checking some. Holy crap! Okay. I was looking at my book for a second.
There's
Okay,
26 orcs plus the Thron'lak.
You said there's 46?
26.
Oh, I was like, holy shit, no there's not.
Again, you might want to read those tokens a little more carefully.
Wait, I'm zoomed out. Hold on.
I just got excited for a moment. Now I'm going back in.
Grunt. Child. Oh, those are children. What?
Those are grunt children.
My mother's there.
Oh, these are people that we're saving?
There's a
And
bunch.
then on top of that, we see on the various outskirts elves in cages.
Well, I definitely don't want to know how many orcs there are going to be if there's this many people.
Wait, Steven.
If the grunts are just around the outside, then there's 17 grunts. And then...
Oh, there's more.
My mother.
So, we save the children. She's whispering, by the way. Children first?
Well, we can't get to the children without getting the camps going around. I look at Amrity. Scout around the perimeter of that camp. Try and see if we can't find an advantage.
Okay.
It's a lot of fucking kids.
I just realized that I'm at level 5 now, and I have wild shape for 1 day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Do I start out? I don't know what forms I can do at level.
Excuse me 1 second for that. So as us three are talking, I'm ready. As you're walking around, you see you see now more barrels of ale and grog, than you did before, and you see all the orcs from each one of those grunt groups that are fighting and laughing and talking, going back for more grog and ale. So they've somehow acquired more in the last 12 hours.
Even though I can't see it, but it's like somebody's providing it for them or they're stealing it.
Either one is possible.
Either way, I
I
don't
don't like the sound of that.
A small or medium animal once per day.
Is there a list for medium animal?
I mean, just Google medium-sized animal D&D 3.5. I mean, it's one thing. It's like it's any animal that I'm gonna say that you've possibly come across. So you can sort of change into any one of those animals once per day. As you pass around, you start to see the stones that are sort of in a weird shape. And you then see your mother. One long ago that had disappeared.
That's some shit.
And you see children milling about, kind of around her. She looks slightly frightened.
Steven.
Yeah. I was just looking at her face. I look at the other members of the party waiting for her to return. I don't feel comfortable killing those kids.
No.
So
was that even an option?
You never.
What species of children are they?
They're all orcs.
Orc children? Yeah.
They're all orc children.
No,
it may not. I don't know what Amrity is going to find. It could be any. They could also come and attack us. We don't know. I don't feel comfortable killing them.
I will not kill a child.
So how do we do this? I mean, can we silently enough take the orcs out and then because Thron'lak they want alive. That war chief they want alive, so we have to take him alive. This is going to be difficult.
Well, I mean, I really don't want to take their parents away either. But at this rate, there's no reasoning with these people. None.
At this point, Amaridia, you come back to the group. What'd you find?
They've got a bunch of casks of ale and stuff, more than when we came by earlier.
What?
And
it had earlier? She raises her brow.
well, remember when we came by early? When I looked earlier, I saw the casks of ale and everything. But when it's a prisoner,
I look at you and I sort of wonder. Something else is up. What is it?
my mother's here.
Would that be easier for us or not so easy for us?
I don't know what she's doing here. She seems frightened, so she may not be here willingly, but she's over with the children in the mill.
I kind of sigh a minute. I know this is going to be hard, but I need your head in the game. We need it right now.
Yeah.
Can you focus?
Well, from the way the groups are arranged, I'd recommend first taking out the group in the southeast corner, and then moving up to the northeast corner. And then, because are they kind of like out of sight of each other? Those two
They're all out of. They all can see each other in a way. But they all kind of mill about and go for grog and food and fight and whatnot. I look around a minute. You said there's casks of ale and grog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of it.
Did you see the children taking any? He kind of grabs a stick and starts drawing in the dirt for a minute and sort of pointing out where they saw the... He hands you the stick and says, point out where you saw the groups and where it's in the back and where you saw the ale.
Okay, I write it down.
Is there enough cover between here, and he points to the ale, and the trees to sort of maybe slip something in there?
If one is stealthy enough, there should be.
Well, you're stealthy enough, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty stealthy.
He looks at your snake for a second and says, that venom could work, couldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Then he looks at you and says, I say first we poison that.
Yeah.
That should help us out. And then whoever's left standing, take them out, free the elves, capture the war chief.
And don't hurt my movers.
Is the war chief drinking any of this? Because we don't want to poison him.
It's a risk we have to take, otherwise we go in here possibly, hard charging and hope for the best. I don't see much choice that we have. We're talking about taking on 17 grunts plus a war chief, while at the same time trying to save 2 different populations.
But if they want him alive, that could jeopardize the whole mission if we end up killing him.
That's very true. It also could.
And is your mother drinking? Because we don't want to accidentally poison her either.
Yeah.
There's too much to take into consideration when poisoning a mass numbers like this.
Yeah. Is all the ale in one pile, or is it...
It's all in one spot.
Okay, so that wasn't happy with it.
Now, is there a way that we can ignite the ale?
You're the one with burning hands. Can you ignite something with that?
But
I would have to
I sort of put my hand up. Hold on. If we ignite the ale, it's more than likely going to explode.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to be touching it.
No, I also have flaming spear.
Yep. That
Do I?
Now, the one thing we would have to work on is we would have to get the captain, your mother, and the children away from this ale pile.
Yeah.
Distraction. That only the 3 of only those people could see. Like we can distract children, which will then distract
But
the other.
here's the thing that I'm seeing with this. How are you going to distract them in a way that's going to take them out of the middle of this camp?
Maybe we don't have to take them out the middle. Maybe we just have to move to the side. Keep it to the side. We can take a barrel to each corner. As quiet as possible.
Or I look up. We could use the bears.
Oh, yeah.
We could. I could, because time out. I have a spell where I can move things. Is this light enough for me to move a barrel without actually having to physically pick it up?
What spell is it?
Hold on. I have to find it. I have to remember. Oh, it might not work. Hold on. Oops, that's not what I was looking at. That definitely won't work. What I was looking for. No, I have Mage Hand.
Mage Hand.
It's level 0.
Yep, I'm looking at it.
5 pound.
Duck face.
I look at you and kind of think for a minute. D'Anthony kind of says, how many groups? 5 groups? I have an idea.
D&D math.
He says, I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Okay.
He takes some flint and tinder out of his pouch. Take this. Light your arrows. Lillian, lift a barrel and throw it at one of the groups. At each group kind of in succession. And Meridia, aim and fire at them before they hit the ground.
Okay.
Then, any stragglers left, we could take them out. And we should only be left with Thron'lak.
Okay, to add to your ideal, just in case anybody tries to come our way where the stuff's going from,
Bears.
why don't you and, you and Faya and the bears go off in a different spot so we're not all trapped in one spot.
Then we pinch them from the back. Yes. We're staying here, you go to the other side.
Okay.
Alright.
I just feel dizzy all of a sudden, guys. Hold on. Sorry.
But if you called me today to ask about the drug stuff.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's alright. So, seeing as we get into positions, will you not zoom out? There we go. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that one. Not zoom out. That'll have to work. Let's play with this in real time. Since you're being a real pain in my ass right now. Okay, that's perfectly not okay, but I'll work with it. Sometimes I can't stand how this thing operates. Shoot, I'm gonna pause this real quick. 1 second. We're just gonna do it this way because that's the point. Cameras moved up, issues happen. It's perfectly fine. So we get to our positions, and the orcs are still milling about. And Meridia is everyone sort of roll for initiative right now, at least, just in case we get into actual fighting. There is no way I'm going first.
Did my thing go through?
Oh wait, I forgot to add my initiative bonus.
I'm at 6 of my initiative bonus. Fia, what's yours?
3.
So you're at 16. Simona, what's yours?
Okay.
4, 5 at 9.
So we're
Did any of my rolls just go through, guys?
yours did not.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Lillian's going first so far.
About time. At least it gave me a good roll for having me retype it 3 times. Actually, I don't want to go first though. Really, computer? You gotta make me go first this time?
And then Simona.
Yeah, these are freaking.
Alrighty. So, Lillian, it's really on you first. Kind of where you're going, like how to throw a barrel. However, do a fire check to see if your fire started there, Simona.
Hmm? What kind of check?
A check to see if your fire started.
So just a basic 20?
Yeah.
Haha, because I named my character in the turn order. My name showed up. Your guys didn't. Haha.
Mine just goes on.
Mine showed up too.
Okay.
And the little turn order thing?
Mm-hmm. I don't see your name.
Hold on.
Really?
Some deer, bears, weasels.
Alright. You managed to light a quick fire enough to light your arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really on you guys in the front and the top here to start firing away.
Lega.
You want me to roll to see if my thingy worked?
Yeah, roll to see if you managed to grab. You managed to grab the first barrel. Choose a camp target.
Let's do the group of 4.
I was gonna say, let's go for the bigger one closest to us.
So this one right over here.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's not pinging. So you mean this one right here?
Yeah, I saw that your little thing. It like did a little dash across it. Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. All right. Roll to throw.
Oh, I gotta roll twice? This is some bullshit.
Well, you gotta make sure you hit it.
That is
You
good.
do successfully aim correctly.
Asshole.
Oh, I'm gonna have to roll. I'm gonna be the one to fuck this up because I gotta roll so many times.
I'm sorry. She's got to roll to grab it, then roll to throw it. That's how it works.
It makes
Now I've
sense,
gotta
but it
roll
still
to hit
sucks.
Right?
Huh?
Now I've got to roll to hit it, right?
Yeah, you got to roll to hit it.
Oh no!
Don't you roll twice anyway?
Oh, yeah, I can fire twice.
Okay, you successfully manage. Your first arrow misses and lands somewhere you don't see.
I'm gonna start a forest fire.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
She's not
Or
Smokey the
start
Bear.
them.
So,
No, smoking bear.
well, the second one, she reels back quickly and gets to take out a second arrow and fires, and hits the barrel. Of ale before it explodes. It explodes right as it hits the ground, and these four orcs, you cry out and fly back from the explosion and die.
Cool.
4 down.
Yeah, that's 4 down. Meanwhile, it's on Fia and me, actually, at this point, since we're going to turn pairs for the moment. I send forth both bears to charge.
Wait, we're charging already?
We're getting the lighter groups.
Yeah, we're getting the back groups.
My bad. I thought we were gonna wait to see it, like if they attack us, if they see us. But continue. You go, bears.
Did I not give my own self control over these bears?
Way to go,
Well,
Stu.
Snowflake is mine, so I have control over that.
Well, yeah, I get that, but at the same time.
Oi.
Yeah, no, I gave myself control of the damn bear.
Yep, you got one bear. I got the other bear.
Well, okay, we're gonna go this way. And he goes for the first group of grunts.
Roar.
Still using the Wolverine tokens. You know what? I don't care.
Oh, I was like, because I took my garbage and I like rubbed it against Taylor's nose and she was sleeping. And she like shot her eyes open all wide, like the fuck. And I kept doing it to her, and she tried to push me away.
So I actually do. I roll for a claw attack on this grunt over here.
Which bear's going the first, the left or the right? Your roll initiative for him?
Right bear's going first.
Okay.
Yeah.
He manages to miss. Yeah, he takes his claw and just goes right by him, and the orc dodges.
Yay, bear!
That's okay. They won't suspect nothing from bears. They might just think bears are just attacking.
Yeah, that's also true.
I mean,
so
no
actually,
offense to our party member, but orcs are a little.
I'm an intelligent orc.
That's why. No
you're
offense.
an
It's not.
half orc.
Yeah. So it's
My
only
mom's
half
full orc
insulting.
and she was intelligent.
Anyway, we're not gonna fight. We're not gonna fight each other. We're gonna fight them.
Well, she didn't hear my comment anyways.
Okay.
Flip.
Blazes with
Someone's mom's calling.
that. Anyway, so actually, it's on you guys' turn now. Second group of orcs.
We only had one bear attack.
Oh, that's right. Attack with your bear, Simone. I'm sorry. Me.
But she butt dialed me.
Ha!
Your bear manages to hit. Which orc is it attacking?
The one in between us. The one in between.
Okay. All right. Roll for damage.
I can't remember what they rolled.
It's a 1. You're going with your claw. 1d4 plus 4.
Ha!
Well then,
My bear.
your claw does hit. Your bear takes his claw and sinks it straight into the orc's armor, who cries out in pain as the other two kind of react a little bit, and kind of surprised that bears are attacking them at this point. And he's almost pinned underneath the weight of your bear.
Go bear.
It's actually your turn. Your guys' turn up north now.
Wait, what about my turn? Skip my
Do
turn.
you really want to charge forward?
Please don't do nothing.
Do you really want to charge forward?
I was actually seeing if I can try to form it into a bear, a small bear, like a small.
You could.
It says here, like, it says I can do, fox, owls, vultures, falcons, coyotes, skunks, possums, deer, bears, weasels, etc.
You could try small bear.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, you could do actually small bear. Actually, you could. So go ahead and do that.
As long as she's not like fully running into combat, I'm okay.
You're derpy.
Count as a medium. Well, the medium.
Well, you don't need to roll for that one. It's just
That was
you take the form of it.
That was an awesome face. You're derping.
Okay, since now I am a bear, I want to attack that half-dead one, since I look like a bear now.
Okay. Go ahead and charge forward on that one. I'm not going to stop you, but once Allie ever comes back to this group, if she does, yeah, she might have a problem with you, but who knows? Go ahead.
Yeah, just running into battle like that. And her sister's nowhere by her to stop her, so, you know.
I'm gonna attack. But I'm a bear. But I'm a bear. They don't know what I am.
But you still have
And I'm
health.
attacking the weak one. Yeah, I know. But
I could actually do the same thing, so I might do that myself, since I'm also a little fire druid. You do manage to actually, we'll use that as your hit dice. You do manage to hit.
Huzzah!
So we're going to do 1d4 plus 2 for you since you're a smaller animal.
Okay.
All right. As the first orc is nearly pinned down, you go and you sink your front claw into his leg, and he takes another 3 damage. So he's almost dead.
Meridian and I don't have to get into no combat. We're like awesome.
We're just gonna blow crap up.
I decided to do the same thing, actually, and I. Wait, this way. So.
Poor orcs.
Bears attacking flying barrels. Yes, they have no
They're
clue.
so confused. Like the fuck.
At this point, the 3 up here in the north have seen the flying barrels and are freaking out. Then the bears attacking. They're at this point thinking the forest is coming after them.
The forest is coming. The forest is
Oh
coming.
my god. Can you imagine being so drunk and then seeing the shit go down?
Oh no. Oh no. So he goes to attack.
Nice.
Since this, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he manages to hit at least.
That was so upsetting. I was hoping he was gonna do something cool, like backflip off some rocks and kill 3 of them.
That would have been awesome. But he comes in and jumps over Fia, taking his claw and slamming it straight down, and crushes this orc's head under his paw.
You want to know what it probably looks like? It probably looks like those are like the mama and daddy bears, and you 2 are the little cubs attacking.
I didn't think about that, but that
I
works.
thought about that.
Okay, now it's your guys' turn. Roll for grip on one of the barrels, Leon.
No, let's just say I get it, okay?
No.
I don't like this. Did it go?
I
No.
don't see your roll.
Gosh darn internet.
There it goes. Ha ha
You
ha
managed to grip. Choose your target.
ha.
Meridian.
I look at Meridian and go, should we aim for the 4 in the back?
Kind of a long shot, but sure.
4 in the back.
You have 1 extra barrel.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we might as well take out the big group.
Take a -2 for this roll.
Oh, can I change my mind now?
Nope.
Damn.
Roll
I knew that was gonna happen.
roll for aid. -2, remember, for the length.
I got it.
Roll an 18 again.
Completely. Right in front of us.
Oh.
Simona, roll for hit on the barrel.
Roll for what?
Roll for hit in the barrel.
1 misses, 1 hit.
Tiff, children,
You're derping hardcore, Mariah.
She's trying to say that I just hit the children.
No. I'm not going to be that mean.
You?
Am I drooping now?
No, you're back. Just in time to see us, for us to see.
As you throw the barrel, it sort of you go to move your hand forward, enacting the throwing animation, the throwing motion of the spell, and suddenly the barrel flips and twirls kind of a little bit, knowing that your throw is you see that your throw is really off. And Meridia, you manage to light this barrel on fire as it strikes Thron'lak in the chest and explodes.
No!
It only hits Thron'lak, right?
Only Thron'lak.
The one we need alive.
He starts getting covered in ale
Fire
and
brigade.
is set on fire and is covered in flaming ale
I'm
Way
sorry,
to
but
fuck
that's
things up.
funny.
and falls off of his rock. Getting up, his massive arms still in flames, and looks around. Who the fuck did that?
Can I throw my voice? Like, hold on, let me see if I can throw my voice. Because if I can throw my voice, I'm gonna try to blame someone else. Like, pretend to be an orc and be like, I did.
You don't speak orc.
Fuck, I don't speak orc. God damn it, I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, he said it in Orchid. Well, no, he said it in Common. He said it in Common.
Aha,
So
I can
you
throw my
do
voice.
hear who the fuck did that.
Hold on. Let me see.
He's angry. Why would he be speaking common? Doesn't make sense.
Oh. Okay, yeah,
probably don't.
you're right. Well, yeah, you're right. He says this in Orcish. Never mind. You're very correct. Thank you. You've won an argument with the GM. Congratulations. You get three.
I'm gonna bite you in the ass later.
I can't but if I'm right, I'm right.
It's gonna bite you in the ass later.
You see Niga kind of grab her children and grip them close as she tries to shuffle them off a little bit.
So she has. So that's Amaridia's like brothers and sisters. Have brothers and sisters?
Yep.
And they move this way, kind of.
He didn't answer, so that's a yes.
I'm
Ignoring
ignoring the
that.
question. Who knows? Meantime, we still have 2 orcs who are kind of confused over here about these bears.
Wait, so did he take any health like damage thing? I mean, he is kind of on fire.
He had son of a bitch. Hold on.
I'm gonna say you didn't mean that.
Okay, so he goes there. Stop. And he's there. Okay. 5 and actually no, hold on. He's before it. He's before it. He has taken. Let's see. Let me add his health bar here.
I'm nervous.
If someone has that many children, someone got busy.
I mean, he is the captain. He is the leader of this group. I'm sure he got very busy. Oh, he took how much damage?
Hold on, I didn't.
Oh, God, that gave me a heart attack. I thought you added in his damage and like nothing went down. I was like, how the fuck much health does he have?
He took that much damage. Plus, he's on fire, so he takes 5 damage per round until he puts the fire out. However,
Is he smart enough to put it out?
He might not do it. He might think he looks badass. So
I'm gonna have to find something to put the fire out on him so the fucker doesn't die.
So this orc goes first. He attacks
some more burning barrels.
Huh?
Let's just shoot more burning barrels.
Well, you only have 4 left. 4 left.
That's okay.
Okay.
So the priority probably is the groups that are fighting, that are looking around, trying to figure out what the fuck is happening. However, first I'm gonna do 2 things.
What's that?
Oh no, who did that?
Why did that?
Hold on.
What are you doing, Steven?
Is that your bear attacking?
No, that's not my bear attacking. Yes.
It's gonna be one of our not so friendly friends.
I have to do this right.
Let's just say we don't have to do it right, okay?
One of them sees you.
No! Not me.
Let me have a hide check. You should let us have a hide check.
Okay, then do it. Well, he got a natural 20.
So, logic.
You can roll any hide check you want. This is natural 20. Go ahead and roll a hide check. Go ahead and do it.
I'm not rolling a hide check.
Go ahead and roll a hide check. Do it.
No,
Go ahead.
please don't. This is gonna be so bad.
She's gonna be the best tree ever again.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't get the natural 20. I'm sorry. It just.
You know what a tree looks like? Can you disguise yourself into a tree?
I have a tree. Yeah. Oh no, but I don't know that he sees me, so I can't disguise myself in time.
Well, he gets a natural 20. He at least sees one of you.
Me.
Yeah, Lillian. I got a 20. I got 18 plus 19 plus 9.
I mean, in all reality, it probably does make sense that he sees me first, since I am throwing the barrels.
Anyway, yeah. So he sees Leon now. The one of the orcs that we're fighting actually gets a turn. He manages to miss the bear in front of him entirely. So it's actually going to be the bear's turn now.
He says, no combat today. Huh.
I tried, and I was like, you know what? Might as well do it.
Wait. I unplugged my laptop.
I'll run my bear first. Since he's not moving for the next one, he gets to do a full attack. So I gotta roll 3 d20s.
Am I the one lighting people up? Oh no.
He manages to hit with his claw at least, so that works out just fine.
Oh. If you run your little mouse over, like, the people's roll turns token things on the turn orders, it lights up that person for you, so you know who you're attacking and shit.
You are right.
So cool, guys.
Get his bar here. Since I was planning on you actually poisoning them and, you know, everyone kind of go slowly and die, but that didn't happen.
Because we could have taken out all the wrong people.
I know.
That was your goal, huh? You wanted us to kill everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for my bear.
Okay, go ahead. And then I'll do both RPs.
And he's attacking the other one.
Are you attacking the one that's in front of, like, the one that I'm not attacking?
Yeah, I'm attacking the one you did not attack.
Okay. You're going to roll for your bear 2d4 plus 8, essentially, since it's already plus 4, and 1d6 plus 2. Your bear, okay. My bear goes in and takes a claw and sticks his claws right into the first orc's shoulder.
That's what. That only rolled the 2d4 plus 8. It didn't roll the 1d6.
Well, here's. I mean, yay, but
Okay.
it's no matter.
You killed him.
Your bear lunges forward and leaps on top of this one orc, sticking both claws straight into both sides of his chest. And then
Can I rip his head off too?
And then reaches down and grips his head and just rips.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Blood everywhere.
Oh yes, blood.
She would get the aggressive bear.
Blood everywhere.
My
And he's now dead. And the orcs over here have started to move over to help their comrades.
Well, shit. Does the ones on top, up above us, notice us at all yet?
This one has. However, he's got the last turn, and he's
Way up.
he's seen the. Oh no! Well, we're all. Actually, hold on.
Right above us. That's what I'm talking about.
They've more been entranced with their war chief being lit on fire.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Who's talking about now?
So actually, it's our turn there, Fia. So I'm gonna. My bear manages to hit as well. So move forward.
You add the bear?
Yeah, me as a bear. And Fia, go ahead and roll for. Roll for hit.
18.
Roll damage. You roll 1d4 plus 2.
So everybody else got my nice rolls. Now I suck.
You got nice rolls at the beginning.
I know. That's one that doesn't count too much.
We both move around my bear and come and lunge forward and just stick him. And stick him very deeply with our claws. And this orc falls dead and just falls dead with all the piercings of claw and teeth marks. So, yeah. So that group is now dead. This one over here yells, "Oi, intruders!"
No, you big mouth.
Amaridia, roll for a coup de grace shot. You have a chance for this right now.
Really? Out of all times?
In firing, you manage to stick him in the shoulder and light his armor on fire, but he's still alive. That was the only action that he got. So, Lillian, roll for grip on
blow him up.
these barrels. I suggest you go for the one next to you. If you're doing the one next to you, take a +3 to the. Well, roll for grip first. Roll for grip.
Ah!
There you go.
In both hands, using both hands, you managed to grab
pissed.
2 barrels at once.
I'm pissed for missing.
For your first throw, take a plus. I'm guessing you're going to the ones next to you.
Yeah.
Take a +3 to this roll for hit.
Can we do aim for both groups since she has 2 barrels?
Sorry?
Could we aim for both groups of 3 since she has 2 barrels?
Smart thinking.
She's only. I'm guessing she's going to throw one to a different group.
Yes.
So depending on which she throws it at, she might not get a +3. You managed to hit successfully.
Take that, fuck faces.
Amaridia, roll for hit on the barrel. Also take a +3 because the barrel is so close.
Yeah, whatever. I hit.
We're going to just assume the next one's a hit for that on the next barrel. So that's how it's going to work.
Since the group of 4 has moved, I'm aiming for the other group of 3 because the group of 4 has kind of moved farther away from me. It's more, they're more behind the captain dude thingy person leader. Yeah, so they're more behind that, so they're harder to see. So okay, I'm going.
Lillian, roll to hit on the next barrel as well. Take a +1 for this. You get close enough. The first barrel, you sort of twirl it in your hands.
Wait, I didn't see what. Oh, there it goes.
Huh?
Never mind. It was derping for a sec.
You manage to twirl this around and then spike it straight into the group. Well, and with Amaridia getting a quick shot off enough to where the barrel on impact explodes and sends these 3 orcs just flying. You yourselves feel the impact of this as you're throwing the second barrel.
Does it kind of like knock us back a little bit, or are we still in place?
It knocks you back a little bit, and Amaridia manages to stick the other one with an arrow, and it explodes in midair just above these 3. They're not dead, but they're close enough.
Which means
You're derping.
Yeah, I did not hear a word of that.
But on the side.
What'd you say? Mariah?
They knocked out the people close to them. Maybe they can come, they can, kind of go around the borders and hide behind a tree and fire it when we go to attack those 3. Fire from.
One day she'll stop derping.
One day she'll stop derping.
The branches so no one sees that.
Today is
just a bunch of bears.
Today is definitely not that day.
I kind of made out what you were saying, and
shoot at people so that they only see the bears.
Yeah, well, I kind of made out what you were saying, okay, but there's one problem in maneuvering around is we take the chance of possibly hitting you guys.
And so you're saying she only wants them to see the bears?
Yes.
Okay. It is possible, yes.
We'll have to go for the larger group because they're still far enough away from them.
So we can blow it up.
Okay. So now this group is moving forward still. This group is on the. This group over here is on the ground. They're not moving, but they're. This group is moving forward still. And now Thron'lak is a little pissed.
But he takes 5 damage.
No, hold on. Because he's gonna get a turn. Oops. And
I figured, like, we can almost knock him unconscious, and, like, then I'll, like, find something to put the fire out on him, and we'll just, like, knock him out completely, but not kill him.
and he's going to, and he sees the bears, and he's trying to figure out which one to go first. He's a little bit he's a little bit dazed. Niga's managed to move these kids over here. I hate that you made me use that name.
What, Niga?
Yes. Anyway.
It was a pretty sounding orc name. Deal with it.
Anyway.
No, in weird terms, it sounded
Derp.
Derp, 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 derp.
Anyway. It is Fia's turn. If she ever stops derping.
She'll never stop derping.
You can. I know I'm number 1. Take your turn.
Derper for life.
Who are you attacking? There's no enemies around us.
Everybody.
Who are you attacking, there, Fia?
She's done talking.
She's typing. Okay.
Are you really that mad you're not going to talk?
She's derping too much.
Well,
Is that what you decided? You're derping too much?
All right.
So we have a
Move to
silent
attack.
Fia this time. Wow.
Huh?
So we have a silent Fia this time. Wow.
I'm sure if she wasn't derping again, she would probably flip you off.
Move to attack.
Probably.
All right. As you charge forward, since you do manage to hit, you sink your claw straight into one of their chests and push them straight to the ground. Actually, now it's our bear's turn to move forward. He's going to move forward around here.
You controlled my bear.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, she was gonna do that anyway, but that's just mine.
There you go. I moved him back.
Roar.
Hey, Steven, did you have the bears roll when they're going? Because if so, they're not in the turn order.
Just roll damage.
Not that it really makes a difference, but...
Roll damage. Roll damage. 1d4 plus 2.
Nice. Max damage.
As you do this, he takes 6 damage as he charges. Can you see those bars or no?
For who?
The orcs.
No.
Turn them on.
For the group of 3, we do.
Yeah, that's about it. But I'm assuming you're talking about for 4.
And do you not see one for Thron'lak or no?
Oh, I see these 2. Now I see the other guy's
Okay.
health. Oh, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, there
I
they
only
go.
see 2. I'm in a group of 4.
Well, the other ones are hidden, so we're just going to move that one. Okay, there you
Oh, okay.
go. Okay, so my bear goes in and decides to do a claw attack and manages to hit. And slashes right across his back. Simona, your bear manages to miss. Sadly.
My bear's a derp.
Sometimes.
Other
Hey,
times,
it's done quite a bit of damage, so...
It has.
Better than that freaking mutant squirrel.
You're not derpy, so you can talk, Mariah.
Nope.
You.
I decided to go in. And I missed as well. So, hey, we have 2 misses. So, in fact, Thron'lak decides his own people are more important and walks forward.
Really? He's not angry and gonna attack them thinking they put him on fire?
He doesn't know where that one's coming from. He can't see that. He just sees flying barrels. He's at least smart enough to know
He
bears
is the
are
leader.
attacking and they cannot control barrels.
They need to be a little, he's the leader, so he needs to be a little bit more intelligent.
Yeah.
You sure about that? Because typically, wouldn't they just go for whoever's bigger and brawnier?
True.
It is orc culture, not human culture.
And he's going to attack Danthaline. He's got 2 bastard swords.
I saw a thing the other day, not to get ADD for a moment, but I saw a thing the other day on this group that I follow for, like, D&D, and it's like, D&D allowing you to say bastard in front of your mom since whatever year they put on there for the bastard swords.
Oh, Jesus. He misses with the first one, but he hits with the second one. Yay.
Ow, Taylor, you pulled my hair.
Wait, is Thron'lak in on this now?
He's in on this. He's mad.
Oh,
Run away!
Actually, no, he
shit.
misses with both of them. Oh, thank God. No, hold on. No, he does hit with one. He does hit with one. He misses the other one. His offhand hits.
Great. Someone's gonna die.
No, his offhand's not that bad.
He's attacking Danthaline.
Huh? He's attacking me.
Dylan's gonna die. Right now.
Not
Right here.
yet. So he takes his first sword and swings, and me as a bear manages to roll before he stabs at me and manages to hit.
Did you say as a bear man?
No, as me as a bear. Danthaline as a bear.
I thought you said as a bear man. I'm like, what a funny sight.
Bear
He's a furry orc. He's a furry orc.
Oh, that felt so good.
I don't know if I want to know.
Inappropriate.
No, it was actually appropriate.
No,
I
Steven.
farted.
Inappropriate.
I farted.
I really didn't want to know about that. Thank you. As he managed to stab me in bear form, and I growl loudly as I take 11 damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, so nobody get hit by the big guy.
What's that?
That was turn order for these guys.
Oh, fabulous.
He goes first. He's ended up going after Lillian.
What? Oh. I was like,
After you two, essentially.
wait, who goes first?
The bottom orc.
Well, fuck you, bottom orc.
He is the bottom, so it is possible.
Inappropriate.
Oh, come on, like we haven't been being inappropriate.
My sweet virgin ears.
Bull.
Cannot handle this.
I call bullshit.
I just
I'm as
laughed.
sweet as apple pie, guys.
Okay, so that's
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut there.
anyway.
Shut up, Fia. I don't know.
This first orc moves forward and goes to attack your bear there, Emeridia. And I'm sure, given AC, yeah, he misses. He slices as your bear dodges out of the way quickly. Now it's you guys with the last barrel. Or with another barrel. I think it's... You have
like
2 more. You have 2
we
more.
have 2 more. Let's
Wait, though. Okay, so the big guy's back is to us. We have one more group to take care of who doesn't really see us, but the children are moving away.
Yeah.
So this is like...
If you really want to try what you're thinking, you have to think of all of us.
Let's just blow up the group of 3. And then move in.
Yeah. Do you really want to light the 2 druids on fire?
Yeah, no, that's not what I was thinking. I'm thinking that the children are separated from the big guy. The big guy's not looking. There's one small group that could potentially come after us, but we might be fast enough to get the children and Meridia's mom away and off to safety and not have to worry about them at all.
I was thinking that we could blow up the small group and then I'll go to talk to my mom and the kids, whereas you help them take out the last group of...
Well, I have a fireball that I could throw that way, and you can go off to your mom right now.
You'd have to roll 3 times.
No, not with a fireball. No. She just has to roll for hit.
Oh, just a fireball?
It's a ball of fire. It's
okay.
A fire sphere or some shit like that.
You mean flaming sphere?
Yeah!
Fireballs. That's what we'll call them. Fireballs.
I would more say for the massive... Well, you could also take... It's possible. That one would work. That would work.
So, Lillian looks at Emeridia, whispers in her ear her plan, and kind of looks at her like, I don't want to take the chance of somebody hearing me. I ain't fucking around when it comes to this shit. So she looks at her like, huh? Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
She doesn't seem like she
so
wants to do
you're
this.
flaming sphering them?
Yeah.
Okay, they have to make reflex saves on this, and they're gonna take a minus. They're gonna take a -6 for being knocked out.
Okay.
How are they gonna? They flinch in their sleep. And for you.
Fuck.
You don't roll for hit on the flaming sphere. They roll reflex saves to.
Yeah, flaming sphere just does damage. It's not really an attack thing.
Sweet.
What did you work when you said
my one rolls?
No,
really,
they get a
well.
+2 normally, so I gotta subtract 4, not the full 6. Yeah, how the pluses minuses work. Like the reflex save is normally +2.
They're unconscious.
They're unconscious, but somehow managed to roll. So there is a flaming ball of fire that is sitting here, but it's actually, since she's level 5, don't know why it's doing that. It manages to hold itself right there.
Fantastic.
They managed to die.
They managed to die. That's all they managed to do.
What's going on, baby?
Because there's no way with 4 health they're going to survive that. Because the plus is 4. So those 4 are left. There's a flaming ball of fire on the ground. And
because that's not obvious at all.
You run forward. Your mother sees you running in full combat garb, and puts her arms around her children and speaks to you in Orcish. And speaks to you in Orcish, and she just, she speaks to you, no, she would speak in common because she doesn't know what race you are. Never mind. You're still in your elven disguise, right?
Yeah, I would be.
She speaks to you. Please don't hurt us, please.
I would take my snake down, revealing my face and everything, go, Mom, it's me. I'm trying to save you.
She looks at you.
To the point.
I'm ready.
Yes, Mom, it's me.
Just pull her the fuck out of there.
She shakes her head. And then looks at the flaming sphere. I will speak to you after. Handle this.
Of course. Just trying to get you and the kids away safely.
So you run her and her kids off the battlefield. Yes, I'm deleting them off the field, but trust me, we know where they are. They're not dead.
Yes.
We know that much. So now it's just us, the 4 orcs, and Thron'lak.
It looks like... Okay, it's 4. It looked like 3 for a second.
Go back to elementary school.
I didn't see the one under the Wolverine until I moved the thing down, you asshole. Go sit on something and get something stuck up your butt.
I'd rather not. So so actually now, let's see. We are Lillian's turn. It is this grunt. He's going to move forward and attack my bear. And does he succeed in hitting said bear?
I say no. Because he's...
No, he really isn't. He slides and my bear decides to just dodge away. And now actually it's the two bears' turns first.
Huzzah!
So since I'm not moving, my bear's not moving at all.
Yep.
He gets to roll 3d20.
Yep. We like having stairs.
For a full attack. 2 hit, 1 miss. Okay, so for me, the 1 claw and 1 bite hit.
Okay, 3 damage.
My bear lunges forward onto the orc to his left, and slices straight across his chest before biting him in the shoulder and the neck. And you see him trying to fight off this sort of large bear.
You're a small bear.
Sorry?
You're a small bear.
No, not me. My bear.
Oh, your bear. Yeah.
Yeah, my bear.
My bear.
He decided to go after the one that's almost dead and attack someone else who tried to attack him. So now it's your bear, actually.
My bear is going to attack the one on bottom.
Of course it is. Roll for crit on the bite. No crit, so roll 1d6 plus 2.
Ha-ha. With 1 hit, I did as much damage.
As you push him away slightly, as he sort of dodges out of the way of both your claws before you sink your teeth straight into his torso. Your bear, at least, sinks his teeth straight into his torso. So now, actually, it's going to be this one here. This grunt goes to help out his friend and manages to hit with a standard sword. So
Is he hitting?
he hits your bear for 3 damage.
Meanie?
Your bear kind of groans a little bit around and winces with a bite. And as he's still holding into the orc that's being bit, the orc manages to take another damage. Because he gets a little torque. Me and Fia, it's now our turn. Fia, I'll let you go first.
First, I'm gonna move out of the shitstorm, and I'm gonna move down here.
She ain't about to fuck with that.
Fuck that shit. And then I'm gonna attack the one. I'm gonna attack.
The one that my bear is actually holding on to?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll for hit. Take a +2 because he's kind of stuck in a bear's jaws.
You guys find him and rip him in half.
Sorry?
It'd be awesome if you guys...
Sadly, she gnashes at... her claws sort of flail at him, but the other bear is a little bit too large and she's not able to get around it.
Darn it.
I just want to say, at this moment, I love being a sorcerer. I am the only one who has not seen.
Let's keep it. Okay.
Well, has Thron'lak paid any attention to me being on the scene?
My bear manages to move around to get away from Thron'lak as well, because he doesn't want part of that shit either. And decides that he's going to attack the one orc who's not damaged.
Because this is smart.
Well, we're trying to kill them all very quickly. Actually, hold on. That is a crit. That needs to be doubled. It's a successful crit, but not a stunt. So Actually, since he attacks this one, he jumps over the one who's damaged, kind of kneeling on the ground, and slams his claw straight into this orc's head. And he dies.
Yay!
So we're down another one. Lots of damaged orcs in the field. Let's see now. This orc is going to attack my bear. And manages to get a... maybe? Manages to successfully crit. This is going to be painful on this bear. D6.
Damage bear.
Okay.
And my bear takes 10 damage.
Your bear's bloody.
Oh, stop. No, you go ahead. Battle on. Sorry? That bear is a little bit bloody. Amaridia, actually, now it's your turn now.
Okay. I am going to shoot at Thron'lak and try to pin him.
Okay. Roll for hit on that first.
But he's on fire.
I don't care. I'm just trying to pin him so we don't necessarily have to kill him.
Just try not to catch fire.
What's your bonus to each hit?
Oh, yeah. Huh. 5 to each.
5 to each one?
Mm-hmm.
They both managed to hit. The AC you're fighting against is 15, so they both managed to actually hit.
Does one of them crit?
Both
Because the 18 and 5?
Well, it has... I mean, let's see, hold on. The bow you have, does it crit on 18 to 20 or 19 to 20?
But you added the 5 to both hits.
But the thing is it's on the roll as the initial where you get your crit. If, you know, like for instance, if you roll a natural 20, that's an automatic crit regardless. You know,
yeah, I don't know what. I don't have a crit range written down from the longbow.
Okay, so we're gonna let that one be. You managed to hit. He's going to roll a strength check. He is successfully pinned against that rock next to him.
Yeah.
Roll for damage on that. Both hits.
Okay, 2d8.
He takes 14 damage. He falls back against the rock with both arrows. He winces in pain as he's still in fire. He's still on fire with the ale. That's sort of almost nearly tattooed his skin a bit.
Yummy.
Before the arrows sink themselves into his skin and pierce him straight into the rock. And he sort of struggles to get up. Actually, so now it's going to be this orc's turn up here. Or down here. He goes to attack the gigantic bear again. He actually manages to hit your bear there, Simona. He slices very, very quickly and makes a small gash on the bear's front flank.
My bear would roar at him.
Alright, Lillian, it's your turn.
Okay, I have a question before I make my turn.
Yes.
Would this thing of ale, if I did not light it, be able to be thrown enough to knock somebody unconscious? A big person unconscious.
Here's the plan that you're going to fall up into a trap with. I'm just saying this out loud as a DM. You're going to throw flammable liquid onto someone who's already on fire.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was on fire.
This can only end badly. Also, you're glad you caught your mother and sent her the right way, because at the same time you see this, you see a small tree go up in flames to the left.
Oh, that's right. I have a fire over here.
No, not the fire.
I missed with the fire arrow earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long does my fire sphere last for? Like, it'll go out eventually,
you have
right?
concentration, so it lasts for... It'll last for 3 rounds.
Can I shrink it?
You can't shrink it, but you can definitely send it into Thron'lak.
But he's already on fire.
Well, he's already on fire. There's not much more. He's not going to be much more on fire. That's the whole thing.
And the rocks would be too heavy to pick up, wouldn't they?
They're deep in the ground.
Yeah. Oh, because the way that I'm looking, I'm trying to find something because we need him. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to find something that I could pick up and I can maneuver, and I could pick up, knock on my conscience, and not have to worry about him.
Can't you just pick up smaller rocks and go tunk?
I don't know, DM, can I?
Do a spot check.
Because I also have to move and see if I'm able to, like... Well, I guess I could probably reach him from here, can I?
You can. You technically can reach him, but you'll take a small bit of a penalty.
Okay. Did it go, guys?
You can
No, it did not.
forward, couldn't you? You can still move forward without being seen, because, I mean, all the attention's being drawn on the bears right now.
Yeah.
I could maneuver across other trees, too, because it wasn't this, like, a wall of trees and bushes and stuff.
All orcs are pretty much dead. Why do we care about being seen anymore?
Yeah, I mean, that's
I want to surprise attack him. Like, if he sees me coming, he could step out of the way.
Well,
he's
pinned.
Rock.
He's pinned to a rock.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Do I see anything?
You managed to see some small rocks, but nothing substantial that you would think would make a difference.
I'm awake, lady.
Okay. But he is pinned, though, right?
He is pinned.
What
do I see anything like chains that I could tie him in? Because he's pinned. So if I could maneuver over there,
you see nothing like that.
Weedy. I'm a weed.
Okay.
So it's up to you how you want to attack.
Weedy. I'm a weed.
So basically, the only way to get him out if he was fully conscious is to somehow get him in one of those cages, right?
Wait, don't you still have your tent?
Am I gonna play Wicked Witch of the West and smush him with my tent?
No.
Not knowing what it can
Ask the tent for
potentially
something
do.
that you need.
Hey!
You can fold him into the tent. Like
Hey,
you were talking
tent,
about doing with your
give
husband.
me handcuffs or some shit to chain up a big guy.
An orc.
An orc.
As you take out your tent and speak the words to the tent.
Obviously, it sounds more intelligent coming from my character.
And you ask them for some bindings. A hole forms in the tent, and you start to see very thick rope coiling out of it.
Okay.
We still need to put him out.
Yes, but at least now I have something that I could tie him up with.
Can any of us some water? Just wondering.
Huh?
Do any of us know any water spells?
Oh yeah, because we still have to put him
What
out.
page you follow?
Huh?
I guess there's a specific section in the spell pages, like if you follow a specific deity, you get specific elemental spells. Am I right?
Yeah. But I mean, I haven't worried about that so far. At the same time, there's lots of that around us that can put out fire. So,
Okay.
and we also have canteens of water.
We're not gonna put him out yet though, because he's not too far down.
Yes, the fire at this point is helping you. So let's get on to the attack.
I'm trying to think at my attack through. Okay. It may seem like I am procrastinating. I am in fact because I'm trying to think my attack through. Because there's really no point on me going and helping you guys in that attack and exposing my spot. My main goal is to focus on the big guy.
Danslin and I
as a
also have
DM,
great
I guarantee you this much: there are no other orcs in the area.
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't want the big guy to see me. That's
He's
if I
pinned
can,
to a rock.
I don't want him to see me. Okay, well, since the DM is yelling at me to move, I'm going to move. I don't know what to do.
We do have water spells for later. Worry about that.
We're not trying to put him out yet, though.
Right. Okay.
Just come and throw acid splash.
But he's already, like, I could catch him on fire. All my spells could catch him on fire more than what he already is.
Use acid splash on one of the little guys. We just need to get rid of the other orcs, and then we can all up to knock them out.
Yes.
I guess I'll go help with the other orcs. I don't want to, but I was trying to focus on the big guy.
I mean, the focus on the big guy is nice, and in fact, it could help you out in the long run because, to be perfectly honest, the other orcs are probably dead this round.
Yeah.
Unless we roll poorly.
Okay, let me.
Here's my advice to you as a DM. Roll the sphere over to Thron'lak.
Okay, DM, I will roll the sphere over to Thron'lak. All that talking about.
You don't need to roll the hit, and he's gonna try and make a reflex save. -6.
So -6.
Because he's pinned. What's his normal reflex? So -5. A wizard somehow saved him. That's what I'm going to say.
Wait, what somehow saved him?
A wizard. There's no other way to explain that at all.
Someone's lurking.
But the fire is over him, and he's standing in it, and he's laughing. He's being tickled by the fire.
But the other fire is hurting him.
But the other fire is hurting him, yes. There's no logical reason why this works, because his reflex save, while pinned, rolled a nat 20. So you see my dilemma in this. He gets a reflex save, that one is true, and like even Flaming Sphere does not say unless pinned, so he has to make it.
But you're the DM, you can work magic.
I can't work that magic. There are certain rules I have to follow, and that's one of them.
Let's just keep it going. Remember, I need to leave in like 20 minutes.
Yes, we're going. So at this point now, we get the grunts make to move. It's actually the bear's turns.
Huzzah!
So we're going to roll d20s for hits. Mine misses. Your bear. Oh wait, I need to roll 2 more. None of them hit. Okay, your first one, your second claw hit. So roll 1d4 plus 4.
Yep. He's dead.
Yeah, I'm guessing the one on the bottom.
Yeah, the one I already have my mouth in.
Yeah. You take your claw and sink it straight into his back and throw him off.
Okay, and I also got the nat 1. So
yeah,
I don't know.
So that's what I'm doing. I managed to dodge out of the way as your bite tries to go around misses and almost goes around my neck.
Good dodge.
Yes, I agree. So that orc is dead. So now it's going to be both of these grunts' turns.
I would think they would try to run. Just realistically.
They're in the middle of they're in the middle of a ball of fire and 4 bears.
Yeah, so they'd be trying.
They can't run. They are perfectly surrounded. There's no running. However, let's see. He tries to attack the big bear, misses. This guy, let's manage to roll on that one. He has to roll a reflex save. Manages to miss out of the guy's swing. So now, me and Fia, it's your turn. And my bear,
Go
me
for the one.
as a bear hits.
I'm gonna try to go for the one that's not currently in the grasp of this one bear over here, but the one that's almost more dead next to the fireball.
Okay. You managed to hit as well.
Nom nom. They're dead.
They are actually both, like that one, they're more than likely both dead, so we're just going to play this out. My bear manages to slice at the one in front of me, that's in the jaws of the other one. And he slices straight across the orc's neck.
Thank you.
And he falls dead. Fia, you lunge forward and slice through the other orc's torso. And pins him to the ground, the dead body. And he also falls to his death. Liliana, your ball of fire dissipates.
Not that it did much good last time.
Yeah, not that it did much good. And now all that's left is Thron'lak, who's pinned to a rock. And Meridia, it's your turn. He's going to make a strength check. He manages to break out of your arrows.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
All right, roll the hit. Both arrows.
Am I within 30 feet of him?
You can move. You haven't had a movement action, so you can move.
Huzzah.
Let me guess, point blank shot?
Yep. So
+1 for each one, so that's 6 and 10.
+1 +5.
So 6 and 10, 16, and 11 and 16.
11.
Yeah. Your first one misses, your second one hits.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try to pin him again. Just saying.
Isn't there a plus to that?
Yeah, add another 1, so I do 3 damage.
So 3 damage. He makes a strength check. He manages to not be pinned, but he still takes an arrow to the arm.
Be an arrow to
Can
the
the
knee.
bears try to pin him?
Sorry?
Can the bears try to pin him?
They can.
They'll be hurt by the fire.
So he takes another 8 damage because of the fire. He feels the arrow sink straight into his arm, and the fire continues to burn as the ale is almost burned away.
Still flammable, just being an orc. Just saying.
I didn't know orcs were all that flammable, but okay.
Every living thing is pretty flammable.
Well, it's starting to burn away, but he's still on fire. I'm not saying that much. But anyway, you can now move your snake as well, since you've taken it off.
Yeah. My snake bites him. Rawr, bite.
Can your snake, like, choke him out and knock him unconscious?
Probably not. Actually, he's a venomous snake, not a constrictor.
Yeah.
Bummer.
So go ahead and bite. Roll for hit on that.
Taylor, can you, like, stop kicking me? Thanks.
Your snake bites his own tail.
Yummy.
He takes 1 damage.
Nom
Poor
nom.
guy.
Oh, snake,
Yep.
you're a derp. This is the second time he's done this.
This really is. Liliana, it's your turn. Thron'lak is the last enemy alive. Don't take long. Move quickly.
Yeah, I just want to see his health bar, so I'm moving my snake out of the way.
I can... He's not even at half health yet. Okay. I guess what I can do is... let me see what Scorching Ray. I could probably do Scorching Ray at him.
Alright, roll to hit with Scorching Ray.
I was looking, but I'll just roll it. Wish me luck, guys.
Do it.
D20.
You
Like
managed to
blind.
hit, actually, on that. That's good. So you get to fire 1 ray.
What is that? Is that hold on.
That is 4d6 points of fire. So, yeah, roll 4d6. to move you in range. Not entirely useless. You manage to move so you can actually hit him.
Woo!
And you put your hands together in a motion and send this beam out from your palms. And it strikes him straight in the chest. Takes 13 damage. Now he's almost at half health, as you can tell. It's me and Fia's turn, actually.
By the way, Scorching Rays is probably not my new favorite. It does mad damage.
Actually, no. First is our bear's turn, actually. Me and Amaridia, it's our bears. Roll a reflex save on your bear.
What's their reflex bonus?
+5, +4 for the reflex. Because my bear is currently derping this round. You manage to dodge out of the way very quickly as I move in for a swipe and nearly hit your bear. Go ahead and roll for hit.
What if I just want to, like, bleh on him?
Sit on him?
Yep, my bear's gonna sit on him.
When he's pinned to a rock?
He's not pinned, remember, he broke the pin.
Sorry, he is pin free. You can try and grapple him. Roll for grapple check.
I've never done this. And what's the bear's?
+6.
6. Nice.
And he's got to roll an opposing grapple check with +10.
Roll less than a 4.
He manages to grab your bear. Let's see, hold on.
Oh, that poor bear.
And throw him against a rock. He takes 1 damage.
Could have been worse.
Yep. My bear is still not as damaged as your bear, and I've taken 3 hits.
Actually, now it's Fia and mine's turn.
So we're not that big to get a successful grapple on him, right?
No. Just roll for damage on that, as best I can tell you.
Nice. Wait. I'm hoping that was for Dance Lane.
That was for Dance Lane, yes. That was for Dance Lane.
The 19. But I also moved forward beforehand. So.
Yeah, okay, so go ahead and roll for damage on that at least.
What was that? D4?
D4 +4.
D4 +2.
We both come in and sort of from his back a little bit and slice forward through each of his sides. And at this point, since all of our analysis has been completed, he takes 16 + 6, 21 damage. So now actually it's his turn for attack. $2d20 + 10. So he's going to manage to hit with both of these.
Who's he hitting?
He's going to try and hit Danthalane and my bear actually. So he's gonna hit with both.
I'm so glad I'm far away.
So let's see. He has to do 1d10 + 6 and 1d10 + 3. On me, he manages to lunge forward and slice across my left flank and take another 10 damage. While at the same time he turns around with his second sword in his offhand and slices straight through my bear's head, and he dies. So
my bear's glad to have just been thrown.
Lillian, it's your turn. He is right now at about, hold on, I think 40% health.
not allowed to know how much health he has exactly?
Huh?
So we're not allowed to know how much health he has exactly?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to do Scorching Ray again, hoping to fucking knock his ass unconscious this time.
Scorching Ray can't knock unconscious, but...
If I kill him and he's like almost borderline dead.
Well, you can't kill him with Scorching Ray. Well, you have two problems. He's on fire, and you need to bind him.
Yeah, but I have nothing big enough to clunk. Wait, but he's pinned under a rock?
No, he's not pinned at all.
Not pinned anymore.
But he was, so there's a rock that is available that I can pick up.
No.
That one's big.
No. It's the
No, that rock
monster
is
that
too
you
huge.
are.
Maybe I just grew in size. I don't know.
I would just Scorching Ray him, to be honest.
Well, why are you trying to talk me out of it? Ugh.
Because you're the best thing ever.
Oh no! I'm done.
But
Okay. Goodbye, guys.
Hold on.
No.
What's my reflex? What's my reflex? Plus 5. I managed to dodge out of the way as you're... she walks away. As she forms this ball of this beam and shoots it out again. And
Well,
I
guys.
dodge just barely.
Hey, we're
Yes?
not a real family unless I try to kill y'all at least once.
However, he does manage to take... Roll half damage at least.
Can I just not roll any damage?
You're not
What
gonna
was
kill
it?
him.
2d4s?
There's 4d6, so roll 4. So roll 2d6.
That's what I meant. 2d6. Oh, of course, one's a 6. You're welcome. Whoever I hit.
You hit him.
Oh, yay!
You hit him.
reactions.
As he manages to feel the amount of the beam, and you manage to kind of correct a little bit, and he takes half damage from it. You still have your free action, and you suddenly, from where the rope was, where did you put the rope?
In my pocket.
You suddenly feel the rope move.
This is a weird rope. I pull the rope out like the fuck rope.
And the do a detect magic check real fast.
D20?
Yes, D20.
I thought she said, "Are you funny?" Yay!
You manage to understand that this rope will listen to your commands.
Hey, rope. I tie his hands up.
It responds exuberantly and sort of nods at you. And then
Jokes are fantastic, guys.
I'm just picturing like a little like snaky tip rope going with a little rope tongue.
before not entirely listening to you, but binding itself up into a fashionable melee weapon and slamming Thron'lak over the head.
Oh damn!
I mean, that's not what I said, but I'm not complaining.
Thron'lak then kind of falls unconscious. Before the rope, you hear a slight squeak from the rope.
It's so cute. Can I keep this rope forever?
And then tightly coils itself around Thron'lak so he can no longer move.
Fuck your guys' pets. I got a pet rope.
I've got a snake and a bear.
I got a pet rope. Fuck you guys.
I'm a bear. Fuck you.
As this happens, you hear a slight commotion as you see smoke rising from where the tree was at, and you hear more people from there.
People?
And
Y'all
then,
know
sorry, what?
People, orcs or elves?
You hear commotion. All of a sudden, you see a man in Dolinar armor come by, and look. We put up the, and then he looks at Thron'lak. Guardsmen!
I have a cheeky smile, by the way. I'm like, yeah.
You suddenly see more people come through, and it says, apparently, the orcs decided to light a fire, and these ones decided to help us out. You start to see more guards, and then a wagon come through. We've been waiting on the... Sorry?
Yeah, the orcs set the fire.
We've been waiting on the councilmen to act for weeks now. And you start to see them open the cages and let the elves go free. This guard does not see you, Emeridia, and gives you about 5 seconds to react. I had to do that. And then, as they load Thron'lak into a wagon, take him to Quel'Dadar. He needs to go. Prisoner's quarters. And the wagon drives away. Well, the wagon is carried away by some horses. And he looks at you all, and all of us incredulously. Wow.
We can only see 2 elves and 3 bears. Just wanting to point that out.
He looks... at this point, I've changed at least out of my bear form.
Just saying. You're not a bears.
I kind of stay in my bear form.
My parrot comes over by me.
Because it says once a day, it doesn't say how long.
No, but at the same time, I mean, there's no more combat. He looks at all of us. I am impressed. Please, join us back in the city for a feast.
And then
and the back of Thea's mind, she's like, "Oh yeah, that prick. I hope he sees
feast. Me." No. As soon as I hear feast, I pop back into my elf form. I'm just like, "Did you say feast?"
He like, yes, feast. We have to celebrate. You just freed 50 of us. You have done something amazing for this city. We've been dealing with this for weeks now. The councilman's been in just shambles.
We had to save our people. We had to do something.
And we kind of had to get the councilman's attention.
Shut up, she nudges her sister. I'm gonna buy you. Damn it. I throw a rock at you. Shut up.
And as we walk, as he leads us back to the city, heroes of Dolinar at this point.
Yes.
We walk past... Emeridia, you're kind of grabbed from behind a little bit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And your mother looks at you and says, "Thank you very much for this. I know we haven't been able to talk, but we will talk soon."
Yeah.
She just says okay.
Well, she wouldn't react. I mean, her mother's been gone for over 10 years. Thought she was dead, and then there she is.
And then, they lead us back to the city, we're greeted by a welcoming party of
Please tell me that guy is there.
He is there, and he looks at you in shock as he walk past. And are greeted by an entrance and walk into the tower in itself and a long table that has been set out with all kinds of food. But now, before we end today,
no,
we end. we end in Daggerfall. If word will ever open up the door. Yes, open it up, Danny. There you go. As night has fallen, and Anna walks down a small road in the Mage District, stopping her slow strides in front of a burned-out, hollowed shell of a building that stood just days before. Wooden frame and walls, once warm and happy, just look charred and burned away. Anna starts walking into this building and stands in its open center, looking around at where its rooms once were, a smattering of debris that was still left to be cleaned up, before seeing a small bit of charred cloth hanging from a rafter. She reaches up and grabs it, and she pulls down a small stuffed rabbit, half of its head missing from the fires before they were put out. A single tear rolls down her cheek as she slides the rabbit into a small pouch, keeping it close. She closes her eyes and starts to walk out of the building when one of her men stops her. Ma'am? Perkins, what's your report? 7th Scythe has been busy across the Empire. Half of our network has disappeared already from Grundon City. Riverdale is yet to be touched, but Crest Harbor is already overrun and retreating back to Daggerfall. She nods slightly and hesitates, her words choking in her throat. This is our fault. Perkins looks at her quizzically. Ma'am? Before she shakes her head. Nothing, Perkins. Go home tonight. Your daughter needs you more than we do at the moment. And that's where we end tonight. For all of us here at the D20 Brigade, Mariah, Tiffany, Simona, and Allison, who wasn't able to be here, we wish you good luck and happy gaming.